Hello out there, this is Wake Angel 2001, continuing Speed the Hedgehog 42's commission. It is another of his characters, Damien the Dog. Look at that, another dog. Guess this makes the third one I've made so far. And overall, I think maybe only the fourth I've ever heard of. Guess they're not as uncommon as I thought, but they're still pretty rare. The recipe for this one is pretty basic. It only uses two figures. Silver's arms and torso, and Wave's head and legs. Although Wave's head is going to be pretty heavily modified, but let's save that for later. Let's start with the simplest parts, the legs. They are simply repainted. Let's move on to the other parts of the body. The arms, they have a t-shirt sleeve sculpted up around the shoulder, and I cut away as much of Silver's glove cuff as I could, and then smoothed it all over with epoxy sculpt to cover the rings on his gloves and try and make it integrate into his wrist. It still looks a little bit thick around the base of the wrist, but as a bonus, this is actually one of the first gloveless characters I've ever made who still has wrist articulation. So that's a first for me. The body is Silver's. I sculpted on that big old shirt that he has with the collar and all that. I also gave him his tail. It's a little dog tail with some little fluffy fur. And all that left is the head. Although to attach the legs to the body, I did have to cut away from the top because it turns out that Wave's really short leg pegs just would not go into Silver's torso and then stay there. So I had to do everything I could to cut material away so I could get them deeper into the sockets. They fit now, but it's the first time I ever had to modify them in that way. Alright, so here is the head. As you can see, there is almost nothing of Waves that's still visible. Let's see, what did I do? First, I had to... Okay, the first thing I did is cut off her beak and her long pigtail feathers, of course, and then sculpt the whole thing over with a new dog muzzle and the hair. And he has big old floppy ears that come out over the hair, and his hair kind of covers half his face. You may also notice here that there's a little bit of sculpting underneath his left eye. Let's paint it up and you can see what that led to. So here is the head painted. You may be wondering what happened to his left eye. According to the character description, the left eye is permanently closed, related to the scar that's visible on his cheek there. His right eye is still open, but it's covered by his hair, so you can't really see it. If I turn the head over this way, you can kind of see in there, but yeah, that eye is pretty well hidden by his hair. Creates the illusion that he's a blind character, is what I'm told. But yeah, that is the head. Really sculpted this one over. So let's take a look at the completed figure. And here is the completed Damien the Dog. He looks pretty cute, doesn't he? He's a dog with big old floppy ears. Because of his asymmetrical design, I believe two profile views are in order. So you can appreciate the left and the right. And yeah, we have Damien the Dog. Let's see. Well, I don't really have much left to say about this guy, so I guess I'll just tease my next few projects. Let's see. Got another fan character that looks like a crossover with My Little Pony. Got another member of the Destructics who's a lot of people have been looking forward to seeing. And I have another project that is unlike anything I've ever done before. So, yeah, just wait to see those. Alright, I'm signing off.